We're live. Hi, guys. This is Kim.
Hello.
I love you guys so much. I am so glad you're here. I'm actually ordering a pizza for when we're done, and I'll tell you about it after. But I'm going to let Kimmie talk to you for a few minutes because you want her to anyway. And in the meantime, I'm just going to take 2 seconds and place this order. I'll be right back. Thank you, Kimmie.
You're very welcome. How do you handle a hungry girl? Pizza delivery.
Oh my goodness.
Let's find us here. How do you handle a hungry girl?
I love that.
Hi, Bonnie.
Hi, Bonnie.
Just sharing out.
Bonnie saw the coolest thing. Why isn't this doing its thing?
Oh, I have to show you. I have to show you what Bonnie sent me.
Okay.
But let me share.
Yeah.
Let me share out first.
Yes. You do that. I'll finish this. We'll be with you guys in just a few moments. It's not letting me put the right expiration date in, which is weird. How about this one? This is not the same card. Well, if I'm not supposed to have it, then I'm not supposed to have it. But I feel pretty certain that I'm supposed to have this later. Feeling pretty good about this purchase right now. I really am. So, but why won't it take my I'll just try that. Oh, I know. It doesn't need the date. Okay. Duh. Oh my God, it's not them. It's me. Okay. Now it asks for a tip. Okay. Okay.
There you go.
Perfect. No, I do not have a thing. Okay, so we're good here. All right.
Okay.
Yes, I want to receive.
So hello to everybody that's coming in. We are sharing out. We will be with you very, very shortly.
Yes, momentarily. It just reminded me of, where'd my wallet go? In my, you listen to Theo, channeled by Sheila Gillette? And Theo says moment. The way they speak, there's certain words that just really catch my attention, the vibration of them, and they say moment. The moment. They do it better, obviously, but I'm just saying it. All right.
Are you saying moment?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you were saying.
Yeah. If you got it in the context where they're saying it, then you would understand. Yeah. Oh, come on.
Okay, somebody's playing with my ear.
Really? Okay. All right, I did it. I have placed an order. And okay, and it should be here at 9:15, which is 2 hours and 15 minutes from now, which is perfect.
Oh, and Aiden is here. He's in the car, but hello.
Oh my gosh, hold on, I'll be right back.
Linda, hello. Abbott and Costello back together again.
I swear, okay. So, oh, there it is. Trixie knocked it off. I couldn't understand where my wallet went. But Trixie, all right, I'll be right there. I have to put this away.
Who's meowing at me? Tiggy, what's the matter? What's the matter, little man? Yeah, you're a good boy. Yes, you are. You want to come and say hi? Let me move this so you don't knock it over. Come on. Come on. Come here. Come here. Say hi to everybody. Whoops.
Okay. So Domino's actually delivered. Oh, hi, Linda. Hello. Oh, Abbott and Costello together again. You're such wonderful souls. Thank you. Oh, look. Oh, my God. That sweet, sweet face.
That is Tiggy. This is my protector kitty.
Tiggy, hi.
Yeah.
Tiggy, look at Trixie. Hold on a minute.
Look at Trixie.
Look at Tiggy.
Look.
Yeah, I think you guys know each other.
He is so big now.
He's like,
You are such a big boy. You want to get down?
he's beautiful.
Where are you going? Now, don't step on the keyboard.
What? That's why I started putting it on the floor. Because she's right here and she's going to step on the keyboard. Gonna do it. Hi, Chevy. Hi, puppy. Hello, everybody. Megan's sleeping. Okay, good. I know, Chevy, you're a good boy. I'm looking for my
Now, what did I do? Okay.
thing where I clean my glasses.
Okay, so you're all set with the other thing, right?
Yeah, I ordered a pizza. I really did.
All right.
So this is what happened.
Oh, come on now.
Why? I
There
should
we
know
go.
what happened. Oh, okay. No, so I was saying to Kimmie, I'm like, because I'm hungry, right? And I don't like to be full right before I go live with you guys. When I do readings, being full is the opposite of what I need to feel like when
Oh, I'm the same way. Yeah, I don't want to feel tired and sluggish.
No, not at all. When I'm a little bit hungry, it's definitely better for my readings. But then in my mind, I'm like, my belly's saying, but I'm hungry. So I wanted to have something to look forward to. And this morning when I made, hi, Kim McElwain, hello. Yeah, the pizza mukbang. I know. I thought about that, but Kimmie doesn't want to eat on camera. I told her it's a real thing. And now that I know that Domino's delivers to you too, we could totally do this together sometime. That would be so fun.
Well, we'll have a pizza party one day.
Yes. Because, oh my God, yes. Oh, I totally want to do that. Oh, Aiden, you got to do it with us too.
Hello. Hi, Kim.
Hi. Hello. I love you guys. I'm so happy that you're all here. Kitties are great protectors. I'm saying it's so true. Look at this one right here. Oh I love our families. So I was saying to Kimmie, because yesterday Kimmie said that her son treated her to Wendy's and she described these amazing fries. And I'm like, God, that's all I can think about now is fries. So when I woke up this morning, I made my Beyond Beef burgers, but I woke up this morning craving fast food, which is very unusual for me, but I was craving it, but I didn't get it.
It was my fault.
There you go. I'll just pass. Oh, okay. I'll let it go with that.
I have big shoulders.
It was all Kimmie's fault. Oh my God. So I didn't get, so this morning I made myself 2 burgers and I figured I'll have one now for breakfast and then I'll eat one tonight after the live stream. Because I'm always hungry, really like ravenous after we work together, do energy work. So anyway, I ate them both. I actually ate 1.5 for breakfast and the other half for lunch. So that didn't work out as I planned. And so now I'm like, well, what am I going to eat? So as soon as Kimmie and I met up, which is about 10 minutes before we went live, I said, but I'm hungry. But I feel like I have Uber Eats open, but I never know what to decide. Kimmie says, what did you say?
What did I say?
Domino's has a 50% off coupon today. Really? And then she goes on to tell me the type of pizza that she loves the most. Want to describe that?
Which is spinach and feta cheese and onions. Now, I have sworn for decades that onions have kept me healthy. I'm serious.
I believe you. I eat a lot of them, actually.
I love onions cooked. I love them raw. I love them any which way, pickled. I don't care.
That's really cool. I love onions too. Oh my God, we're going to have a pizza party. Not tonight, guys, but another night we're going to totally have a pizza party.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that'll be super fun. Oh my God. So anyway, so tonight at 9:15, I'm getting my spinach and feta and onion pizza delivered. And I'm excited about it. I'm excited. Part of me is excited because I made a decision. Thanks to Kimmie's assistance. I have such a hard... Does anybody else have a hard time deciding what you want to eat?
I do the same thing.
Yeah.
I do the same exact thing. I really do. It takes me forever to figure out what I want. Or if I really want to order out.
Too. I'm like, do I really want? Am I really aligned with this? Am I really excited? Because if I feel like excited and there's no like second guessing myself. Hi, Lauren. How are you, dear?
Everybody loves cats that's here, right? Let me show you something. I will be right back.
Okay. Bonnie says, me too. I love onions and garlic. Oh my God, I love garlic. I use them in everything I cook. I love fresh garlic. maybe even more than onions, but they do go perfectly well together. And I use them both too. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Oh, Lauren says, I never ordered out. I always go out. Well, that's cool. That going out is nice too. I've always liked ordering in. Even when I don't have a car right now, but even if when I did, which is most of my life, I ordered in a lot because I'm kind of introverted in a lot of ways. Although I'll also take myself out to eat. I will go alone and Uber over to a restaurant and sit down and enjoy a beautiful meal by myself, and I love that too.
I'm back.
But I have to be in the mood for that. Kim says, is a wonderful group. Oh my God, the feathers!
Aren't they the most beautiful?
Oh, Jimmy's feathers!
And look, this is the picture of Jimmy.
Oh, you sent her a picture of Jimmy too? Oh, I love that.
Let's see if I can get him in there.
Isn't he gorgeous?
Isn't he beautiful?
Jimmy, hi. I'm blessed with Jimmy's feathers too because Bonnie has sent them to me. Just to let everybody know, Jimmy is a wild owl. Bonnie and Brian have property and lots of beautiful wild animals live there. And so Jimmy is a wild animal and a wild owl, and his feathers fall off. And then she sends them to us, which is so nice of you. I'm sure you don't send them all to us.
Beautiful. I got goosebumps as soon as I opened the package. Literal goosebumps all over me. My hairs were standing straight up on my arms. I was like, wow, I am so blessed. Thank you, thank you, thank you again, Bonnie. And I'm going to get a frame because I love owls. And this is an absolutely gorgeous picture.
You're absolutely right. That's a divine picture. Wow.
I ordered pizza from Three Bowlies 3 years ago. Wow, $30. All right, I have to put this where
the one with the 50% off coupon. This one's with the 20% tip. It still came out to $18.50. But I ordered a Sprite. I feel like having a Sprite today. I know high fructose or whatever, but I feel like drinking it today. I'm aligned with it, so I'm gonna have pizza with real cheese.
And a Sprite. There you go.
I sure am. Yeah, and so on it, there's a big difference, Lauren. If you
Oh, look at my arm from all the writing. Oh my gosh.
That's so cool. I read her arm yesterday.
Yes, she did.
I've got to show you guys. Oh my God. Okay, guys. All right, hang on a second. You talk, Kimmie. And
Hi, Kylie.
Yeah, you talk.
Welcome. Welcome from Australia. Nice to see you here.
Before I tell everybody about the amazing reading that you gave me yesterday, I want to pin our link for tonight in case anybody wants a reading tonight.
Let's pin the link.
Let's do that.
There we go.
So, but while I'm doing this, do you want to tell everybody about your readings? Your amazing full life path reading from Kimmie. I'm not even kidding, guys. It's we're always together. We're not always together. That's not true. We talk often, very often. We're very, very good friends. And so we talk and Spirit talks with us. And so honestly, I just never had the reading from her before because we're always kind of reading for each other. It's just part of our relationship. You know what I mean? And so all of a sudden she offers me this amazing reading. And I said, oh, thank you. Yes. And it's incredible. Oh, I said I was going to do this and you're going to talk. So tell everybody what it is that I said is so incredible. Then I'll share some of it after.
Pin the link there.
I'm pinning the link. I'm doing it.
Pin the link. So I do offer written readings because I am a writer. Okay. And that is how Spirit communicates with me the best. Okay. That is my best way of communicating with Spirit. And what I do is I ask your guides to come forward and have coffee with me.
Yes.
Yeah, I usually do them in the morning. The life path reading is 10 plus cards. Okay. And it is channeled through your own guides or higher self, whichever comes forward for you. It is written. It takes approximately 3 hours to do. Sometimes more, sometimes less, usually a little more. But it is a really awesome experience for me.
It's an awesome
And an awesome experience for the person that's receiving it. It really is an awesome experience. And what's going on now is Spirit has been blessing me. I just did one on myself, which I hadn't done in a long time either. Okay. I would say over a year was the last time I did one for myself. And what's happening is now Spirit, I was going to say he. Well, I do have a lot of male guides. But anyway, they're giving explicit instructions on how to know if you're out of balance with certain things, which is really, really awesome.
That's amazing.
That I found was totally amazing, because when I did my own, I was like, wow, yes, this is absolutely correct. I know when I'm out of balance now. But anyway, that's what they are. Yes.
By the way, I'm having trouble pinning it. I don't know why.
I can't even see it yet.
Maybe if what if I move it? Hang on, let me move it down here. Sorry, guys. The reading is just incredible. Even it's really so. I've never had anything like it before. Yep. It's such a comprehensive reading. Okay, I'm going to pin this. I'm going to try it again and pin it. And then I'll tell you, and I'll even show you some parts of it. Because I know you're dying to know. Okay, Spirit, why can't I pin the link? Do you guys see the link?
Yes, I see it now.
That I found was
now it's pinned.
Okay. Yay!
There we go.
All right, so now I have to go back to our chat, which is always long. We talk a lot. Yeah.
There we go.
Then I'm going to find
what did I do with my teeth?
Part of my reading from yesterday and share it with you guys. Just so you have an idea of what we're talking about. Because it's really that good. I mean, listen, I know Kimmie is absolutely one of the best readers that I've ever met, that I know in my life. And I know a lot. Okay. So, and I totally trust Kimmie. And like I said, because we're friends, we talk to each other. And if there's if something comes up, we're like, oh, well, Spirit says this or that. It's just kind of common. But sorry, there's a beautiful red-headed woodpecker right out there, right at that very moment. So whatever that means, it means.
That means march to the beat of your own drum.
There you go. So Kimmie does these unique readings where she marches to the beat of her own drum and creates this masterpiece. She channels, so it's nothing like it was totally different than anything she's ever read from me before, because it's all written, it's all handwritten, and it's perfect. It's like, if you guys are familiar with like the story of Mozart, that he would like download the music from Spirit and just handwrite it, and it was perfect. Well, there were no computers in his day, but I mean, he would write it by hand, and there was no corrections or anything.
I didn't know that until you posted that.
Yeah, yeah, and that's how Kimmie's readings are. There's not an extra pen mark anywhere.
Hello, Christopher.
Story. Hello. Well, when Kimmie was done with the reading, we were talking, and I finished the reading my reading, and we were discussing it. And then she sends me a picture of the ink on her arm, and like instantly, Spirit gave me information, and I told her exactly what I was reading from the ink that's on her arm from what she had been leaning on when she was writing, which is pretty cool too.
It was. I was like, oh my God, I love the way your brain works. You can read anything.
It's true. I could even show you the picture. Hold on. I swear, because that's what's coming up first. So I will show you the picture that I read from Kimmie, and then right after that is a few steps up, and I'll show you that's part of the reading, my private reading, but I will share. Speaking of share, okay, share screen. Voila, voila, bing bang.
Christopher, we are doing double readings today.
Yes, we are doing double readings
from London. Hello from London.
Hello.
The information is pinned at the bottom of the chat, okay?
I can.
Yes, that is from my love of these gel pens.
So she sends me to show me what, those are nice pens too. And to show me what, from leaning on it. And immediately I saw the 5-pointed star. I saw the heart shape. I saw Taurus the bull. I went down here. I saw a ballerina, or is it a ballerina up there? When I was totally in the zone at the time. I still see a lot of it, but I don't see it. Yesterday I was just there.
Yes, we are doing live readings today.
Yeah. Okay, I'll stop. Well, first I'm going to show you one more thing, and then we're going to do the live readings.
We're having a little bit of a chit chat first.
Yes, we are. Because this is what Kimmie does. Do you want to just tell them briefly, like, about what it means, like the past, present, challenge, and all that?
What's happening now is the present. Spirit will tell you what your challenge is. Right before that, there is a theme for the reading. Okay, and that is usually an archetype. What happened in your past and your recent past, the initial outcome, what path that how Spirit is going to help you on your path to the future. Okay, that's path to the future there. About you, about the situation, your hopes and fears, your final outcome. The final outcome is amazing. It was just amazing. They got me right back on track because I felt like I was a little lost in the shadowland for a while.
We've been, as a collective, we've been going through a lot of stuff, a lot of changes.
Yes, we have.
But you're reading. I'm sorry, were you done with the?
Yes.
I want to show you more. Hang on. Because my reading just really clarified things for me. Okay, so I'll just show you. Well, here, there's final outcome. Is this the part I should show them? I know you're not.
Whatever part you want. I don't. The funny thing, Megan, is I don't remember a lot of them.
Because you're channeling them. I'm sure that makes perfect sense to me. Look how long this is. This is page 6. She puts the time stamp on it with her, look how it's written. And her handwriting is just beautiful. I love the energy of Kim's handwriting. It's so artistic. But this is incredible. Here, let me see. And she shows you the cards. And there's crystals. Now, how do you choose the crystals? Spirit chooses those?
Those are the ones I always work with.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, okay. So they work with you for these life path readings. Okay. All right. I'll show you my first. See, I'm telling you, this is. I wonder. Okay, wait. That would be the beginning. Okay, so it started here.
That's the theme. Yes.
Okay, so this is the theme. Okay, not that way. The other way. There we go.
Yes.
And the warrior.
That's the theme. You have 2 archetypes in your energy right now.
So my 2 archetypes that I have in my energy are the warrior, shapeshifter,
and the shapeshifter. Yes,
totally resonates with me too.
And it tells you, Spirit tells you when you're in balance with that and when you're out of balance, so that you immediately remember and know, which is amazing.
That's important. I noticed that too. Hang on, where does it say that in there? Represents life and death, a deep, unwavering trust to yourself and the source within. When you are in tune with the warrior within, you will experience fierce clarity, purposeful action, and resilience. That's so me. But see the difference? You see, you choose your battles, and it is the firm belief in yourself, no others, that will bring you out. That will bring you out on top of your life. Remember, it is your power. Own it. Trust the source that is within you. Maybe that's not the part that I was looking at, because there's definitely one where you say, and if you're
it's the opposite of
okay,
the opposite of the resilience And the shapeshifter does tell you, I think. I can't see it from
This
here.
is the one. Let's see. When the shapeshifter is, yes, in tune,
Yes.
you're vibrant, adaptive, and fun. When the shapeshifter is out of tune, you revert to people pleasing. That's where I was for most of my life. And most of the time I'm not there now, but I do find myself there once in a while. And now I realize I'm out of alignment. Not that I didn't exactly know it, but this is confirmation. I'm already a psychic. You know what I'm saying? But this is confirmation. When you get stuff like this, know that you have the power within you to shift any situation in any given moment in times of change or contrast.
Oh, I even questioned that part.
Really?
I did. I was like, do you really want me to put people pleasing down?
That's so funny. Well, when I read it, I'm like, ouch. But it was true. Because I that does happen.
Because I was like, wait a minute now. Really? Do you really want me to do this?
You know what? I'm glad you did it. That's bold, because I question myself sometimes when I'm doing readings and they give me something and I know it's like for me, but I realize that's people pleasing right there. When I'm projecting my discomfort onto the other person as if like they're not going to like what I have to say. So I don't really want to say it this way or say it at all. But then when I do, it's always the right thing to do. 99% of the time I say what spirit gives me. It's very rare that I don't, but if I really don't feel comfortable, I won't do it, But I will tell you that that's definitely a people-pleasing thing right there when we don't, because spirit's giving it to us and we know to trust spirit, but we're like, but what if this person, and honestly, the times that I do, like when you just did with me, that you wrote that, and I needed to hear that. Yeah, my feelings were not hurt at all. I needed to know that when this happens, that happens. And
that's the part that I like about it the best, is that it shows you exactly, what. Excuse me, got a froggy in my throat.
Hey, Ardelia. Mm-hmm.
It shows you exactly what, so now if you keep that in your mind, right, you know that you're out of balance. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, wow, okay, this is really, really cool. Instead of playing the guessing game, like, well, am I doing this right? Am I doing something wrong?
Right.
It just shows you point blank. Okay. You're this is where you're in balance and this is where you're not.
Yeah, it's an amazing reading, guys. I highly recommend it. If that's something, if you're interested in getting your amazing life path reading from Kimmie Siegl, you can inbox her directly.
Yes, it's by appointment only.
It's here, and just tag her, and then she'll contact you.
Yeah, they're definitely by appointment, because, like I said, they take at least 3 hours to do.
That's why I was so shocked by your price. It's so inexpensive. Only $95 for 3 hours worth of work. This is the kind of work that you put into this is like an astrologer when they make the chart and they handwrite everything. Maybe it's not all hand, but it used to be when I did charts, it was by hand. And that can take hours, to do the progress chart or whatever. And that's the same. And they usually charge like $250, $350 or more, depending. So when you said $95, I'm like, wow, that is a great deal. Christopher, did you donate for a reading, dear? Because I don't see it in PayPal. We're not doing free readings. We are doing readings by donation. And the donations everything is in the comments. And occasionally we'll do a free reading if we're drawn. But I just want you to know, because you seem to really, really be wanting to know when you're getting a reading. And I don't know. But if you donate, you'll be first. There you go.
We are from the USA. I am in Pennsylvania, and Meagan is in Florida.
I am in Florida. Yeah, I'm making this easier to read. So I put some spaces in between them. So we have the live double psychic reading or double energy healing for $33.33 this evening. Spirit's Choice, which is either healing, double reading, or one of each. With both of us, of course, and that's $44.44, because that's spirit choose what's for your greatest and highest good right now. Or the double channel psychic reading and the energy clearing for just $55.55. And these are our live stream prices only, guys. But we're more than happy to do it. And we do have room right now. So If you're drawn to do something today, this is a great day to do it. Yes. All right. So let's see what else is going on. I'm reading what Lauren said. Stop trying to help when no one asked. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing too. That's something that I find myself sometimes doing. It was from my past, but I'm glad you mentioned that because
yes, that is true. We all do that. I think we all do that.
Probably all the empaths.
Yeah, we all try to do that.
Well, let me help you. Well, you got a, like, oh my God, you got a problem. And sometimes we even project a problem that's not even there. Do you do that every now and then? I know I do once in a while. I catch myself though. I'm like, oh, there's no problem. This person doesn't have any problem. They're totally happy. So what am I overthinking for? Even if I'm intuiting, it doesn't matter. I know to keep my mouth shut. When when somebody's vibration is high, and you might have something in your mind like that's a negative thought or feeling, and it doesn't have any place here in this conversation. That's why I think it's important for us as empaths to be aware that we often pick up other people's energy. We often want to help people, because we care. But we also often don't have boundaries growing up. We didn't learn boundaries. So, we're trying to help. Sometimes the help isn't wanted or even needed. In fact, sometimes somebody just wants to share something and they're not even looking for an opinion, which I don't really get that because I don't know. If you ask me, you're going to get my opinion. Honestly, that's just who I am. But there's some people that just want to listen in here, which means you want to go to Kimmie or something. But I'm just saying, you're going to get my opinion if you ask. But I don't insert myself into other people's lives.
Well, if somebody says, "Tell me the truth," I'm usually point blank.
Yeah, that's true too.
So, you might not like what you hear, but I will try to deliver it in a very nice way. Yes, Linda, the Mr. Kitty comes and goes. He's doing well. He disappears for a couple of days at a time.
He probably has another home too, maybe,
I think he has another home, yeah. And he looks well fed. He's not skinny or anything. Good. Not by a long shot. So he eats here and he eats wherever else he's eating too.
I love that.
And he lets us know when he's here too.
That's cool.
I made him a nice little place out on my porch to get out of the rain if he wants to,
You're so awesome. That's a blessed cat. Well, the cat that I was taking care of that lived outside for several years, but my neighbor and I were both caring for, about, I guess, several months ago, the neighbor moved him into his house.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so he actually lives next door. I don't talk to that neighbor now, but for good reason. But the cat is inside, and sometimes I see him in the window, and I think it's kind of cruel to force him to be inside because he was an outdoor cat and he really liked his life. But being he's there, he's also getting older anyway, and it's not my business. I always wanted him to be safe, and I used to worry about him a lot. And
Ardelia, I didn't even know you were here.
Oh, hi, Ardelia. I mean, I live in my house, but anyway. I'm glad that you are here, my dear. Have a great time, ladies. Heading to count some sheep now. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, Bonnie says the problem I have is that what comes into my head jumps out of my mouth.
Who said that? Oh,
Bonnie.
You're Scorpio sun.
That's why.
But I've got Scorpio rising.
Okay, a lot of Scorpios do not have a filter. It's naturally that way. Okay? So don't feel bad about the way you're built.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, it comes naturally. My best friend Nancy is a Scorpio, and she has absolutely no filter whatsoever.
Oh, yeah.
None.
That's funny. You know, Bonnie took pictures of my. Okay, so when I went live on Monday, when I did the healing for Linda's beautiful multi poo, and for Linda, I turned off down the lights and stuff. And Bonnie messaged me just while I was getting my makeup on, and she asked me about transfiguration. And I thought she was doing it. She said, "Well, I took pictures from your video, and you can see changes on your face." And I do see it. And I can actually share it real fast. I don't know.
Who did that?
Okay, Bonnie with the owl feathers. Bonnie right here.
Oh.
Yes, I know. So hang on. She takes great screenshots, but I just think it's amazing that she saw this. Screen share. I'll show you right now. Okay. I don't know how clearly you can see this. Can you see that? Well, it's not going to be as close up as it would be otherwise. But anyway, to me, it looks like, I mean, I'm going to have to like tune in and look at it, but it looks like I'm wearing like blue eyeshadow and liner or something. I didn't have any makeup on my face at all. I think I might have had lipstick on that day, maybe that would have been it. Because I remember looking at myself and thinking, God, I look so tired. I should have put something on. But if I did put something on, it wouldn't have been blue eyeshadow. I don't even own that. So that's what I see here. There's also something going on underneath my chin.
Yeah, on your neck is where I'm focusing.
Yeah, exactly. That's a lot going on over there. You see that white? It almost looks like ectoplasm. I don't know. And it kind of looks like I have 5 o'clock shadow.
Yes, it does.
I know. There's a lot going on the neck. And oh, look at this. You see the energy, right? I'm pointing with my mouse. You probably can't see that. But like the energy from my bottom lip to my neck, do you see what's going on there too?
Yeah.
This when we blend with spirit in trance, this absolutely looks like I have makeup on. To me, it looks like I've got makeup on that I would never wear, but it's right there. I see it so clearly. There's so much going on. Anyway, thank you for sharing that, Bonnie. And I wanted to share that because like when we sit for trance, very often the trance mediums that I sit with, they'll record. That's always recorded on Zoom, and then they'll look at it later and look for spirit. And although part of when I'm in Debbie's class, part of what we do is like one or two people will be in trance and the rest of us are observing that person. So it doesn't have to be later. It can be like in real time that we're seeing stuff on their throat and we're seeing their faces transfigure. And that's in real time, which is extremely cool too. I love trance mediumship. It's like really cool. But so I just thought that was really cool. Thank you for sharing that, Bonnie. I love your owl feathers, Kimmie.
Oh, I love those owl feathers. I have to keep them in a safe spot so my
don't get them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, mine were in a drawer for like a year, I think, and then I finally found a safe spot flat against my wall on a shelf that the cats can't access. And believe it or not, it's really an interesting spot, but they really can't get there. And so they're actually displayed in my dining room against the wall in a safe place.
Okay, so also,
yes,
I started something new today in Rainbow Journey.
Okay,
and it's community helping community.
Ooh.
Okay, and I put a post up. If anybody in our communities would like to take advantage of sharing what they do, okay, or the groups that they have, please feel free to put it in the post. This is community helping community. Sharing is caring, guys. Okay.
I love that.
We are supposed to be coming together as one, not separate. Okay. So this is why I'm doing this. Spirit has told me this is something that needs to be done. Okay. So if you make things and you sell them, if you do tarot readings, whatever it is that you do, okay, or you have a specific group that helps people, put it in the comments and we will share it out. Okay.
Awesome.
That's an invitation for anybody that feels led to do that. Okay. And who knows, you might find somebody in that post that resonates with you as well.
That's right. Absolutely. And that is in Kimmie's beautiful group, Rainbow Journey, the group.
Feel male spirit showing through your energy. That must be for your pictures.
Yeah. That doesn't surprise me. Although when Kimmie connected with my guides, that's another really cool thing. Kimmie, I said, did you happen to get a name? You know, because I blend with my guides. I feel my guides, but because Spirit in the beginning said names really don't matter, I never really actively said, oh, what is your name? I mean, I've asked, but kind of like it didn't really matter because they're a collective. But now, because in trance mediumship, you want to know which guide is blending with you. So it's more in, now it's kind of important. I feel like that I want to know. So I said, did you happen to get a name, Kimmie? And she goes, wait a minute. And then she comes back. She's like, Mabel. I spoke with Mabel. And then she tells me that she goes, there's your guide that talks fast that I had to tell him to slow down. Him or her. I don't remember what you said there.
That was a her.
Her. I have a lot of female guides. I did not know. I would have thought they were all guys. I don't know, because I'm kind of, I have a lot of masculine energy personally. So I always assume all my guides are masculine, but I guess none of them are. I don't know. And then the other one.
There's a couple that are masculine.
Oh yeah, okay. They have to be. I know, because I'm not like a super feminine, and my ideas aren't all like, oh, let me go fluff my hair or something. It's just not. I definitely have a balance, but. And then Kimmie says, and then there's the one that speaks Old English. I know this guide. I always know when this guide is talking to me, because they'll say, "Oh, it's all for naught," or that may not be the sentence, but the word "not." As I remember when I first heard that years ago, I thought that is not a word I even would say, And so I knew that's one of my first clues years ago that was a guide talking to me, because I don't speak in Old English. I wouldn't have said "not." So that stuck with me. So that was important. All these things that you were telling me. Oh, hello, Ruth. Ladies, new here, very drawn. Here, drawn, much appreciated for reading. We are doing readings for donation, guys, just so you know. If we do offer some free readings, we will let you know. But if you look in the comments, you will see the information. I feel like we've had this conversation before. I'm very sorry for your loss. Although I really genuinely am, but I really feel like we've had this conversation like 3 times. I know. Are you feeling anything, Kimmie?
Not at the moment, no, but I am very sorry for your loss.
Yes, absolutely. Interestingly enough, I feel most empowered when I'm in my feminine, which is really cool. And I can understand that, Well, that's interesting. There's a different kind of power that I feel in my feminine, because that's my psychic ability. That's my intuition. That's my emotion. That's my sensitivity. So so my divine feminine is a huge part of who I am, but I still like to lift weights, and, I'm not saying I did them today or anything. I need to go back to the gym, but I'm just saying I'd like to do stuff like, I don't know. I want to go play basketball. I do. So I swear Spirit is reminding me to go to the gym and play basketball again, because I had so much fun last time. Because 2 days now I was walking my dogs and there's a basketball sitting under a tree. That's not random. I'm like, oh, basketball.
If you like doing that, then do it.
Well, I did it at the gym last time I went. Getting myself to the gym sometimes.
I want to get a hold of my daughter so she can take me camping again.
That'll be so cool, Kimmie.
I want to go camping again.
I want to go camping for the first time.
Oh.
Camping. Oh, I lived in a tent one time for about 3 months. That was the whole difference. I lived in a tent, and it was a weird situation. I was going through a lot of changes at that time, and so that was what I could afford to rent at that time. It was literally a 10-man tent in somebody's backyard. They rented out the rooms of their house and the tent. I actually liked that for a little while. I mean, out of an abusive relationship, there I had my own tent. I had to sell my car when I lived there. It was
I
an
could see that. I
experience.
could see that. I could see liking that.
It was and it was right on the water. It was
Mhm.
Lake Helen, and so literally like 10 feet from my 10-man tent was the water, and it
Nice and
was
peaceful.
lots of beautiful palm trees. She had a beautiful yard, and the shower was outside, but it was all wood and stuff, private, but outside in the back. The toilet was inside. It was weird. It was a community kind of a thing, but my tent was I'm the only person that had their own place, even though it was all. So it was what I needed at that time, and I was grateful that it was there, and I was also grateful to leave with a lot of addiction going on with the landlords and stuff like that. But anyway, but you know what? It's so interesting when we look back, for me anyway, when I look back at my life and some of the things that I've done and I've experienced, because it's so not who I am now, but I love that person, and she went through some shit. She really did. And had I not been through that, and I not been that person, I wouldn't be who I am now today.
Yeah, exactly. You get a broader perspective.
Yeah.
You know, you can actually like fly above everything that happened and see it with clear eyes.
Yes.
On how exactly it brought you to the now.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true, Kimmie. I love how you said that, because you can see it with clear eyes, everything that you've been through and how it led you to where you are now.
Yeah.
Where at the time it might have seemed like the world, couldn't get worse or something like that, and then it did, because you believed it.
Oh, that part really cracks me up, because you have those moments where, oh my God, what's going on? I'm not going to make it through to tomorrow. And then, you look at it 20 years later and you're going, why was I like that? It wasn't the end of the world. Things worked out. They always work out.
I know that now. I've been in some dark places where I really was ready. I was trying to check out.
Oh, I
really meant it. And
I've been in dark places too. Yeah. I think a lot of us have been in very dark places.
Yeah, that's part of how we grow,
But things did work out.
Yes, they did.
You don't think that they're going to the moment you're going through that.
Right.
But the sun does always come out tomorrow.
The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. I couldn't resist. She brought it up, All right. So what are we doing here? What are we doing? If anybody donates, let us know. You will be first in line. First in line. All right. Now, all right. What are you in the mood for, Kimmie? Are you in the mood for a contest? Or you're in the mood for, I don't know. What are you in the mood to do? I'm open for anything.
Linda, yeah. Spirits must laugh at us all the time when they know our outcomes.
Right?
I am going to pull some cards for the collective, I think.
All right.
That's what sounds like a plan.
Lauren, I'll be honest, I was actually in the mood for chicken wings tonight, but because I don't eat chicken.
Oh, when you said chicken wings, honey.
I haven't eaten them in I don't remember the last time I ate them, but sometimes when I get a craving, I would do it, but I didn't do it. But I can totally understand. So you wanted them to. All right, well, maybe, you know what? I want vegan chicken wings.
I had myself tested a couple of years ago for allergies, because I really thought that I was gluten. I had a gluten problem. But it didn't turn out to be gluten. It turned out to be chicken.
Really?
Yes, chicken and eggs. I have not a severe allergy, but I have a mild allergy to chicken and eggs. So I cannot eat them all the time. But I do love chicken and I love eggs.
Like, well,
I had no problem with gluten whatsoever. None. I have no problem. They test you for everything. I had no problem with beef, with pork, with turkey, but yes to chicken and eggs, sunflower seeds, and safflower oil. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been up to KO's too much. I don't know what that is. In the past couple of weeks, I also want pizza again, despite just having one. And Bonnie,
we'll have to get together and have a pizza party on here, and you know, how many people can you invite in
I think 10 on StreamYard.
Unless we do.
Yeah,
well, we can pop people in and out. It'd be fun.
Yeah, we could totally do that. KO's is a restaurant. Yeah, I kind of figured that. Okay, so Bonnie's saying, thank you, Lauren, for sharing. And Bonnie says the stuff we go through gives us insight and understanding to help others going through things that we have already experienced. Amen, sister. She goes, haha, tonight's dinner was chicken, pork and beans, and fresh green beans.
Oh, that sounds good.
I was in the mood for chicken. You know, even though I don't usually eat it, sometimes I'm in the mood for chicken. And I was in the mood today. But then I was so extra happy when you thought of that pizza. And it didn't have any chicken. I'm so glad. Because I didn't want I have to really do a lot of align. I have to do a lot of preparation with my vibration. If I'm going to eat chicken, I have to really be aligned with it. And if I'm not, then there's no point in me eating it, you know, because then it's not going to it's not going to serve my body, you know? And so as much as something.
Well, yeah, you definitely have to align with what you eat. If you think something is going to make you sick, it's going to.
Exactly. That's exactly.
Okay. That's just the bottom line. Okay. Spirit showed me this like 1.5 times over. I remember one time Dale and I were moving. This was when winter was eeny weeny.
Eeny weeny. Okay.
Yeah, he was eeny weeny. He was a baby, still a baby, you know, not crawling yet or anything. Okay.
Eeny weeny.
And we had to move from a 3rd floor apartment with very, very steep steps like this.
Wow.
Which was really, really hard. And it took a lot of energy. And a friend of mine was taking care of Winter, and she made dinner. Now, at that time, I was having blood pressure issues, and I was very aware of the salt in my diet. Very aware. Okay. And this beautiful friend made the most delicious ham dinner. Okay. Ham. Chuck full of salt. Ham is one of the saltiest things you could possibly eat. And I looked at it and I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And I just kept feeling that everything was going to be okay.
Yeah.
So I ate the ham. She made scalloped potatoes, ham, green beans, and bread and butter. I ate it. I was starving, literally starving. I had no issues that day.
I love that.
None. Where normally if I had ate a slice of ham, I would have blew up like a balloon.
Right.
So Spirit has showed me this 1,000,000 times over. It's not what you're eating. It's what you're thinking about it.
Yep. That's exactly right.
Period.
Eat
not what you're eating. I'm doing a series. I'm working on it now, and it's about fear of food.
Oh.
Fear of food. And I'm doing that, and it's probably going to be on YouTube.
Okay.
Some of it might be written out as well because, you know, I write. I have the arm to prove it.
Writer's arm.
Okay. So yeah, it's going to be about fear of food, and it's going to be very interesting because there is a big fear of food epidemic in this country. I can't say there is in other countries because I don't live in other countries and I don't really know. But I know in this country, there is a humongous fear of food. A humongous fear of food.
I'm looking forward to some of that.
And I'm telling you right now, it's not the food, it's what you believe about it.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So if you believe that hamburger patty or that brownie or that Sprite is bad for you.
No, a brownie's good for me. I know. No, not the brownie. I didn't get a brownie. That Sprite is totally.
No, I'm not specifically you, Megan.
Well, you said Sprite. I just ordered one, and I don't drink.
Well, that's what came to my mind: Sprite, soda, pop.
And the reason I order is because it doesn't have all the caramel coloring and the other toxic things. It's the best of the worst kind of thing. Anyway, you were saying.
So if you believe those things are not going to be good for your body, then they are not going to be good for your body. And this is the bottom line for everything. It all starts up in here in our thought processes. Okay. That's where it starts. And pretty much that's where it ends. If you believe that, sugar is going to kill you, then it will.
That's true.
If you believe salt is going to kill you, it will.
Do you know what I've noticed recently, which I think is really interesting? So sugar, for a long time, that was like the enemy, fear of sugar, right? But
yeah, yeah.
When people started to realize how bad high fructose corn syrup is for the body, now advertisers are saying real sugar. And people are like, oh, thank God I can buy this Coke or whatever with real sugar in it instead of high fructose corn syrup. Even I sometimes will look at something and think, well, if I'm going to treat myself, at least it doesn't have high fructose corn syrup, So, I mean, I know, I feel what you're saying. I'm excited. You could write a book about that, Kimmie.
Yeah.
I really?
I really could. I've had so many experiences where I've had problems, and we all have problems, okay? Mm-hmm. What spurred this on was the living paycheck to paycheck and not having enough money and worrying about what you're going to eat, whether or not it's healthy for your body or not. Okay. That's what spurred this on. That's what started this. I've had so many experiences, even recently, where I was going through a little bit of a rough patch. Okay. And I would say, okay, Spirit, we need some food here. I could go for a nice spinach salad with some tomatoes and what shows up in my door is pork chops. And I'm going, what are you doing to me? Literally, I do talk like this to Spirit. Like, what are you doing to me? I wanted to eat vegetables and fruit. And you're bringing me pork chops.
But you didn't expect them, right? It was a surprise.
No, these were surprises. Yes.
That's Spirit bringing you pork chops.
That's Spirit showing me that it's not the food, it's what we think about it.
I believe that. I also believe,
and that's been over and over and over. That has been my lesson. And it's like, okay, I got the picture now.
Interesting.
I got the picture. It's not the food we're eating. Okay. There's nothing that can harm you unless you believe it can.
That's true. That is true. I have, for me, the meat thing it's interesting because.
Well, you have to, because you
I have very strong feelings about that.
Yeah.
I always did, but I
this
ate
is what I'm saying. Okay. So if you,
what's that called? Hang on. What's that called when you think one thing and you do another? Oh, there's a name that it'll have to come to me. There's Spirit will give it to me, where you're like, you believe one thing, but you're doing something else. So I believed I was eating my friends, by eating meat, and I couldn't even look at it. I didn't want to touch it, but yet I would eat it because that's what I was raised to do. And I didn't know how to eat how to not eat it. So I had mixed, I can't think of the word right now. It's bothering me, but it'll come to me as soon as I let it go. But you have to, that's really the opposite of alignment. When you're thinking negative thoughts about something, but you're doing it anyway, as opposed to when you're.
Sandy is saying cognitive dissonance, and Lauren is saying self-sabotage.
No, yes, that too, but cognitive dissonance. You rock, Sandy. That's exactly the term I was looking for. Cognitive dissonance. That is exactly. Thank you. Oh, for some reason, I don't think, when I was. Oh, that's great. Thank you. I feel so much better. The relief. Just birth or something. Oh,
so hi, Sandy. We didn't see you come in. Welcome.
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah. So, Spirit has showed me over and over and over again through my own experiences, people would give their eye teeth to have some of the things that we turn away.
True. But I don't personally. Okay, so I'm going to share this because I agree with what you're saying. But when I was very, very heavy, and right after that I lost 70 pounds. One of the main things I did was I deprogrammed myself from their starving children in Ethiopia kind of thing, like as if I'm eating the food and then they're going to not starve because I'm eating it. I realized I didn't have to clean my plate. I didn't have to, force myself to eat. In fact, I trained myself to throw out the last bite of every single meal. I'm not even kidding. It really helped me out a lot. And because I make sure I was eating like everything, but to deprogram myself, even if I chewed it, I spit it back out and threw it away. Usually
you were probably told as a kid to clean your plate.
My mom didn't say that necessarily in that way, but we were a family of eaters, so we cleaned our plates. But she did use the starving children and thing in Africa, whatever she would say, I know a lot of people, although at my friend's house, which I would once in a great while eat over, there was definitely the clean your plate, So I hear it. And they said it was interesting because my friend, they were Italian and they would say, but I don't know why, but maybe it's typical. In my house, my mom never served spaghetti and meatballs with milk. But in her house, they served dinner spaghetti and meatballs with a glass of milk. And I sat there silently and I drank my milk, even though in my mind, I'm like,
oh God.
He would never.
Bonnie said when we were kids, we were not allowed to leave the table till we cleaned our plate.
I understand. I don't remember it the same way but anyway.
That comes definitely from a fear. Yeah, a fear of wasting food.
Yeah.
Of throwing food away, wasting it. Yeah.
And Kim saying we had to sit until done.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of us had to do that.
Well, you know what? A lot of our parents most of our parents, I would say, lived through the Depression. So I could understand where that fear would come from. I know my mom was born in 1930, so she was directly in the Depression. And I still don't like.
But that's not what I'm specifically talking about. That's not what I'm talking about.
No, I know.
Yeah, what I'm talking about is
programming.
Yeah, fear of food. Eggs. Okay, eggs. People were told that eggs cause high cholesterol. Then they proved that eggs didn't cause high cholesterol.
Exactly.
And now it's okay to eat 2 to 4 eggs a week or whatever it is. It's fear of food itself, and it's very, very dominant in this society. Very dominant in this society.
That ridiculous food pyramid, which was always
hot dogs were invented because the people did not want to waste food. Okay, hot dog, sausage. Okay, that's why they were made, because they did not want to waste the scraps of food. Okay, and now hot dogs are bad for you, and they're made with, chicken feet. And it's like, oh my God, there is so much fear of food going on. It can make your head spin.
But I still subscribe to some of the fear. So I don't eat what what I don't align with either.
Well,
I
that's the whole thing. If
when I got dessert, that was when I changed everything.
If that fear is very, very strong in you, if that feeling, I don't even want to say fear, if that feeling is very, very strong in you, then definitely don't eat that food.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely don't eat it.
Kimmie, you're right in your own beliefs for you. I'm an animal activist and environmentalist for less suffering on the ways we created suffering from the mass of our needs to animals and environment. I agree with what you're saying. Back in the day when it was like, one hunter and a bow and arrow, and they used all parts of the animal, I still can't ever see myself doing that. But at the same time, that made more sense. You're right, the factory farming, and I don't want to get into all that. I agree with you, Linda. I definitely, I know for myself that I leave a really small footprint on the earth. And is it tiny? No, I'm sure it's not the tiniest. I'm sure other people leave smaller footprints, but I leave a small footprint and I'm pleased with my choices. And I try to, and I don't like the word try. I always attempt to make better choices all the time. And in that moment, I don't compare my choices to yesterday. In this now moment, am I going to recycle this piece of plastic or am I going to throw it away? And normally I'll recycle it. Some days, if I don't have access to the recycling bin, like my friend Diane is out of town for 3 weeks, and she's the one that takes my recycling. Very nice of her to do that because they don't offer a place for me to recycle where I live. But anyway, I don't know how I got off on that tangent. A lot of food is made in chemical. I definitely have thoughts about that. But I ate my vegan burgers, which are, processed food, but they were really good though. Linda, but
whatever way you choose, okay, whatever way you choose, whether you choose to be a vegetarian, a fruitarian, an octoitarian, whatever they are.
Octoitarian?
Egg people.
Oh, I thought they were lactovarian.
Lacto. Gotcha. There, lacto. Whatever you choose, okay? There is no judgment from up there, from source, from God. There is no judgment on this, okay? There is none.
Lauren, I understand that as well. The food, like the way that they put like sugar in the buns of when you go to eat fast food and you wonder why you're like so addicted to the specific. Yeah.
There's no recycling here either, Sandy.
Yeah, Canada is really clean. I definitely didn't have it as a kid in New York.
Yeah, we don't.
Florida, but it's a definite thing, and most places around here have it. We used to have bins, and then the new ownership, which happened about 2 years ago, they took away the bins. So
same thing happened here.
Really?
Yeah.
So
we used to have these little blue bins that you put your stuff out in. Yeah.
Exactly. We had those. And they disappeared. So I'm grateful. I keep it all, and then when Diane comes over, we help her to load it in her car. It's very nice of her to do that for me, But anyway, sometimes I just feel bad even asking, but she also recycles and it's not a problem for her. You know what I mean? It makes her feel good to do it too. So
yeah.
But still, sometimes I feel like, just throw this out. Don't bother her again. You know what I mean? Anyway, she actually is on an Alaskan cruise right now. My awesome friend Diane is in Alaska on a cruise ship, and I haven't talked to her at all because I don't like to bother her when she's on vacation with her family and friends, because you're in that mindset. But I can't wait to hear all about it when she gets home. And I saw some of the pictures that a friend of hers posted from this cruise and tagged Diane, so I was able to see it. Oh my God, is it beautiful there? I never wanted a cruise in my whole life, even when I sold cruises, and I could have done it for like $99. I've never taken a cruise, and suddenly now I'm like, that sounds like a really good idea. I was thinking about you and I, Kimmie. I thought, Kimmie and I could go on a cruise together. That would be fun.
That wouldn't be my cup of tea.
What if it was an Alaskan cruise?
I would do that, yes.
See? I knew you'd do that.
That I would do, yes. But I would probably stay there.
Oh my gosh.
I would probably stay there. I've always wanted to go to Alaska. Always.
They burn garbage. Wow. I don't know see, that's interesting. Yeah. You know, it's interesting. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I just noticed what Sandy was saying. And
You know, there's some places that allow garbage burning here too.
really?
Yeah.
I just know, like, I remember. I don't know what I remember. I don't remember it.
A lot of people, well, we're out in the country here, you know, so a lot of people have burn barrels.
Okay.
Hopefully they're not burning plastics or anything like that. So you know, cross your fingers. That's all you can do.
You know, we can only. I agree, Pat. I mean, we can only do our best, and I mean, just being aware of it is a really crucial thing, because I remember when I was little and we would throw it away. Nobody ever talked, nobody ever said where away. That's what I was remembering. Nobody ever said where is away. When you throw it away, where does it go? It doesn't just disappear. But yet we were programmed to believe, at least I was, that it disappears. It just, you throw it away and then you're done with it. So you throw it away and you don't worry about it anymore. And that's not the case. That's not the case with you know. So it's important where we are now.
What are you doing, Tiggy?
The landfills, right.
Oh, Mr. Kitty is out there.
Oh yeah, Mr. Kitty's out there. Cool. Switzerland and Sweden burns their garbage for use for heating their homes. Look at that. Brilliant.
Some ship into
Some
their
ship
countries to burn it there.
Right there. We're only at 8% in this country. I was watching I wonder if it might have been the video of Diane's cruise, because she sent me, I always love to know her itinerary. So she sent me her itinerary and a video of the ship. And I believe that's the video that I was watching. It had to be. Why else would I be watching that? About like that particular ship is like really at the top of their game, like state of the art recycling and disposal of garbage. Because where do they throw out their garbage on a cruise ship? You know, it's interesting. Have a meeting. Okay, Lauren, thank you so much for being here, my dear. It's always
maybe they have compactors or something. I would think they would have to on a ship.
Thank you, Sam.
They have to have some kind of compacting system. Remember, like the old compactors that were popular, that you put this brown bag in there and it squished all the garbage down into a little brick?
Yes, I do.
I don't know. I've never been on a cruise ship.
It's funny. I've been on a cruise ship, on 2 cruise ships to tour them. Because like I said, I sold cruises. So I was on 2 different ships to tour them, but I've never taken the cruise. Because I didn't want to. I want to be on land. I didn't want to be on the water with like a million meals a day. Although that sounds pretty good right now because I'm hungry. Oh, the food looks great.
I don't know. I don't know if I could adapt to being out in the middle of the ocean.
You are very earthy. Although you do have cancer too, though.
Yeah, but I like my feet on the ground.
A road trip is actually my favorite thing. I really love road trips.
I do. I like my feet on the ground. Where did I put my chapstick?
I don't know, but Kimmie has cards out. Oh, I got mine right here. Woohoo.
I have cards out.
Because I want to cruise from Florida to the Bahamas with family. Oh, I went on a cruise from Florida to the Bahamas with family as a kid, but I'm also an earth person. Those are the cruises that I used to sell. I don't know if it was specifically the one that you were on, but the cruises I was in Fort Lauderdale, and the ships would leave usually from Fort Lauderdale, go to the Bahamas, and like a short cruise. And some garbage I heard about that, and I don't really want to think about that. I'm sure that there we go. The newer ships are doing it much differently now, you know? Yeah, I started to look goes to sure, yeah. Hopefully they don't do anything in the ocean anymore like that.
Oh no, gosh, yeah. I had this was way back in the 80s. I had an opportunity to buy a houseboat.
Really?
And I would not do it because the waste was dumped into the river.
Oh, jeez.
that just totally freaked me out. I was like, oh my God, no, I can't do that.
Yes, I sold Carnival cruises. Yep, that's. We also used a smaller line, but
And they were beautiful. They were beautiful houseboats. They had nice decks and
right.
beautiful rooms.
The garbage goes into. You mean like the flush the toilet kind of thing?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, you were ahead of your time, girlfriend.
No, I couldn't do it. I was like, no, that's definitely not for me. What if you fell in that water? Ugh.
And why would you even, Trixie? What are you doing, Trixie?
We're having cat day today.
Hey. What a great coincidence. I know, that's very cool. That's probably the same, trip from Lauderdale to the Bahamas. Very cool. Those are nice. One of the ship that I toured, one was a Carnival ship. Another one was called the Sackaford. That was when I was like 18. I looked it up recently. I guess they buried it in China in like 2011. But the Carnival ships, yeah, that one of the ones I cruised on. In fact, they had a disco in it. So obviously that ship was around since the 70s.
Oh gosh, that was my era.
Staying alive.
I was singing Night Fever.
Oh, okay. I had the album of Saturday Night Live, but I used to hide it. I would hide it because when I was like once I got into my adolescence and into my teens, I was into rock and roll. And so my friends were into rock and roll. And actually, they're the ones that turned me on to rock and roll because I wasn't raised exactly with that. And so like Aerosmith and AC/DC. And so I would hide my Saturday Night Fever and my Grease and my ABBA. I freaking love ABBA. But I would kind of like not hide them, but put them at the side. It's not like I didn't pull them out with my, my rock and roll friends, which were most of my friends at the time.
So I did pull some cards.
Let's go for this.
All right. And the message is actually what we're talking about. Okay.
I love this.
All right. The first card is keep your heart open.
Mm-hmm.
First quarter moon in Libra. The second card is make time for self-love.
Mm-hmm.
Last quarter moon in Libra.
Wow.
Okay. The third card is trust the universe.
Yes.
Okay. First quarter moon in Aquarius. Aquariuses are very outspoken, if you don't know that. And the last card, which is the first quarter moon in Gemini, is speak your world into being.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So what Spirit is saying is keep your heart wide open. Don't let this stuff that's going on around you upset you. Okay. Upset your own balance. Okay. Make sure you take care of yourself. All right. Make sure you take care of yourself and trust in the universe because everything starts here.
Yes.
Everything starts up here in the mind. Everything starts in the mind. So speak your world into being. Speak what you want to see. Okay. Project those thoughts. If you want a world that is cruelty free, then project those thoughts. Okay. This is what Spirit is teaching us through us learning about our own selves with our thoughts. Okay. And now we're expanding it outward from ourselves into our communities. Okay. So that is the message for the collective today. And it did have to do with everything we just went over a whole crap load of stuff.
I love that.
And we all have different opinions, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Speak what you want into the world around you. You know, speak what you want to see into the world around you.
Yes.
Okay. And it is possible because everything starts in your thought process. And then it goes down to your mouth and you speak it into being. Now, this might take some time, but it is possible, people.
Yep.
It is possible. There's huge changes from when I was a kid till now. Huge. Huge. So this is totally possible. This is not like, a fairy tale. It's not a fairy tale. So that's what I have, Megan. What did you get?
3 cards. We got. Oh, that was awesome, Kimmie. And this is going to right back that up. Wise leader. You're a beacon for others. Which reminds me of you, by the way. Spring equinox. Rebirth. I love this card. I love her hair. Well, it reminds me of my hair, but I love her. I just love because she's holding a bunny and everything and all the animals and nature. I really resonate with this card. And emergence, dragonfly. I've seen a lot of dragonflies lately. What they're saying is that we are emerging. We are emerging. This is happening right now. We are emerging as the wise leaders that we came here to be, like we were talking about earlier, where we created our own reality and really a lot of contrast and, knock down, drag out situations in a lot of our lives, and there's no comparing one life to another life because you know what I mean? Because you can never put yourself in somebody else's shoes. Even if you're a psychic and you can read somebody, it's not the same as living their life. So we never know what somebody else is experiencing and how it affected them. So judgment out the window, which that was kind of an aside. But what's happening with us right now in this new energy is we are being rebirthed. We are emerging victorious. We are emerging as the leaders that we came here to be. And they're also talking about friendship because you're connecting now with the people that you are meant to lead with, the people that you are setting examples. You are leading by your example. You're not setting it for them. You're living by your own example. You're living your own truth. Now, how do you teach people how to live and believe in their own truth? That's a question that I've been asking Spirit for a while. You want me to teach people how to trust their own judgment and teach people how to be psychic in their own way and tune into their gifts in their own way, not necessarily my way, but your way. How do I do this? And this has been unfolding. So that's my personal thing. But how are you being called to step up and lead? What are you feeling right now as you are being rebirthed into this new energy, into your new self, into the you that you came here to be, fulfilling the plans that you made pre-birth? They're saying flexibility. That's really cute. Stretch your limits. Stretch your limits. Know that you don't really have any limits, okay? There are no limits, only the ones you have in your mind. So if you have some limitations in your mind, stretch those. Stretch and flex. And your energy is moving. Stretch and flex, stretch and flex. You've got this. Just one. Oh, that was pretty cool.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. How are you being called to step up and lead?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would title that.
Exactly. How are you being? There's a card in. We both have this deck. In this deck, that says exactly those words, but it's exactly what came to my mind just now. How are you being called to step up and lead? And that's exactly what it is. Everybody's going to be experiencing it differently.
Hanging out with Kimmie and C to laugh the night away.
You honored. Thank you. Oh,
that's Tiggy. That's Tiggy.
Okay, because it was coming from over there, but my speakers are over here.
He's very, very, very talkative. And, since he was a baby, if he goes in the litter box, I have to tell him he's a good little man.
Aww. I love that so much.
And, he likes his little kitty treats.
Right.
After dinner, he likes his little kitty treats, and he'll sit there and wait for them very patiently. Him and Fidgy come up to me for them.
Look at that.
What are you doing, Tiggy? Now you're not supposed to be up there. Get down.
I sent healing to Linda. I sat for Trance Healing today, and I sent healing to Linda and your dog Nika, and I sent healing to Fiji, Kimmie's dog. Whoever came into my mind, including myself and all my friends and my own animals. They're not my animals, but my family, my furry family. Like this one right here, this cat girl right here. She's like, yeah. Oh, look at me. Look at my pretty eyes. I'm so pretty. So yeah, I was just saying I was sending healing to Fiji today, and to Linda and her dog, and yeah, when I was sitting for trance. It was so interesting because there was a point in my day when I hadn't quieted my mind. I hadn't gone to the gym. I got involved doing other things. And then like the day was flying by and I started to get frustrated and annoyed. Do you ever get like that? Like if you don't take your me time, I do. I get annoyed sometimes and I'll find myself feeling edgy. In fact, I yet raised my voice and 3 of my animals all looked at me like, you okay? Like, oh, no, I guess not. And so it was divine timing because all of a sudden I thought I was actually spirit saying it's Healing Wednesday. So we always do Debbie does the trance healing. She leads the trance healing group every Wednesday. So I always, as 99% of the time, sit for Healing Wednesday. And I thought, oh, I hope I didn't miss it. I looked at the clock. It was like in 7 minutes. So it was divine timing.
Perfect timing. Yes.
It was.
Perfect time.
You see, I'm so grateful for your energy and thoughtfulness. Much love. How is your baby feeling, Linda? And how are you doing? How did you feel after the healing? I think that was so interesting. I really loved doing that. We could send some healing out today if you feel like it. I mean, just for everybody. I watched a video today that was on you. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I turned it on. It said 1 hour of healing. And the woman sits there in silence with music. And she sends Reiki out for an hour. And I just left it on. The music was pretty, and I left it on for my dogs while I was getting ready to come, and do this. And I thought, I am so going to do that. Why would I not do that? I do healing while I'm live. Why don't I make a video? It doesn't have to be an hour or whatever, but I can do that and put it on YouTube so people would just want to tune in for a healing. They don't have to like search and hope they can find one in the middle of a live stream somewhere. I'm definitely drawn to do that. So I'm going to be putting out at least one healing video and we shall see how that goes. Mm-hmm. Nika's doing better, tired, but much better, sleeping better at night. I'm so grateful for your kindness.
Oh, that's nice.
Sending Nika.
I'm glad Nika's doing better.
Me too.
That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
Darling, it's beautiful. I agree. I agree. Okay. I think I underate today because I'm really hungry. I'm not like the little bit of hungry where it makes me more psychic. I'm kind of like the kind of hungry like I wish it was pizza time. But
I think, Megan, we can definitely cut this short. We can. Yeah. We've sat here. We've had beautiful chit chats with everybody. I'm getting hungry myself because I do the same thing you do. I don't eat until after because I don't want to be weighed down if spirit wants me to channel a reading or something. I don't want to feel all fat and full and bloated. So I do the same thing. So I don't think anybody would mind if we, ended a little bit early.
You got to be okay if we leave a little bit early today. You'll see us again next Wednesday for sure. And who knows, maybe even sooner. I always leave it open because it could happen.
Well, it could. Yes, it could.
Right? It could happen. Wednesday's a sure thing. Wednesday, I love Wednesday. Last Wednesday, I was going through something and I couldn't possibly do it. And so I appreciate it.
And you got through it with flying colors, girl.
I did too. It took me a few days. It took me a few days, and
Aw, my sister's in town from LA next week for sister's funeral.
Sorry.
Okay, Linda, we're sorry, honey. We're sorry you're going through all these things.
Yeah.
Sending you lots and lots of love and love.
Lug.
That's the sugar leaving my brain. Lug. Sending you lots of love and great big ginormous bear hugs.
Absolutely.
That's where the ugh came from, the hug.
That's right. We got the love and the hug with the ugh.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm John.
Hello.
Hello. How are you,
Hey,
John?
John.
John is in the house. John is in the house. All right. Thank you, smiling face. We'll miss your smiling faces. We love you, and we will see you guys next week. And I will see you Monday. And maybe we'll do something sooner. And look for Kimmie's videos on the Fear of Food on YouTube.
Yes, they will be coming out soon. Yes, they will.
And
also, if you want to post what you want to, what you do, you know, if you're a reader, a healer, whatever it is you do, if you make jewelry, you sell crystals, there's a post in Rainbow Journey for that. If you want to and you feel led to, put your stuff in there and we will share you out. Sharing is caring. I had a lot of caffeine tonight, Megan. Can you tell?
Fabulous. I can kind of sit back and relax.
We could have ordered those pizzas in.
Right? Oh my God. Now I still have to, oh my God, it's not going to be here for like another 45 minutes.
We love you guys. Have a great night.
Love the energy. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. We love you. We love all of you. You guys are the best. John, Sandy says, yo, Johnny boy. You guys are awesome. All right, we're cutting it a little bit short tonight and leaving you with infinite love and light. Oh, also, if you want to book a reading with Kimmie, inbox her. If you want to book a reading with me, inbox me. And if you want to reach us, you can comment below. If you're watching on the replay, thank you. And I think we're good. Okay. Love you.
Mwah.
Don't you usually say something?
Oh, I'm sorry. You got used to it. Remember always to encourage each other and lift each other up. Have a great night, guys. Love you.